Hey guys, good morning, or at least it is morning here when I am filming this. So I'm here first thing with my coffee and ready to get into some planning for the day. So what I'm going to be doing today, I had put up, at least when I'm filming this, it was yesterday that I posted a flip through and a review of this A6 Take a Note 2023 dated planner. And so I said that I would post another video showing you what I'm going to do with it. And so that's what this video is going to be today. As I'm getting this set up in here. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. Great to see you. Hope that you like and subscribe and come back. This is my everyday carry. So for those of you who've been here, thanks for returning. Thanks for, your continued support. My everyday carry here is an A6. It is a Wonderland 222 dated weekly planner that I do. I carry this with me everywhere. This is what I kind of, have fun and put stickers in and do some kind of generic planning in here for everything that I have going on. In the back, I did have, I was using all the pages that are in here as dailies, and I had it ready to get me through the end of May. And then I have one of their half-year notebooks that I was going to move into June 1st, move into this A6 Plus Moterm cover, and then I was going to do the two books, the half a year for my dailies, and then move the weekly over here to the side of it, and it was going to be my 2-book system. So then when I saw this A6 and saw this come out and on sale because it's partway through the year, I decided to, and FYI, I think I did pay like $29.99 for this planner. It's in Taiwanese money when you go on the site. And so it had to convert it. I paid through PayPal. So $30 maybe seems like a lot, but I think at least half of that was shipping from Taiwan. So the planner itself wasn't that expensive. But anyway, just FYI if you're looking. I don't know if they're still in stock. I should check. Anyway, I decided that I kind of wanted to try out this layout, this 2 days per page, which was already what I was doing most of the time in this, in my Wonderland 222. So I wanted to try this layout for that. So I actually went in yesterday because this guy was getting pretty chunky, and I removed a lot of the daily pages except for really these last 2 because they're kind of hooked still to the back of December weeklies. So this is a lot more slim than it was a few days ago. So this is still going to be my weekly. And I do refer to this frequently. I have the tab in here at the current week, and I keep it updated as things change. I add things in as they come up, and I check things off as they happen. And it is, I refer to it all the time, and I have it up to date here in my planner. So it's pretty and functional for me. But, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and move it into my Moterm A6 Plus. So this actually wouldn't be too bad now that it's gotten a little chunkier. But initially, this was still pretty slim when I got this Moterm, and I was like, nope, that's definitely for when it chunks up, which I expected. So that's going to go in that pocket. And then this guy is going to go in this side. Oh yeah, that fits very nicely. I do not intend to utilize stickers in this daily one. I love stickers and washi. It makes it so fun, but it just gets a little less functional for me when it's so chunky. So I'm not. I mean, I've got all my pages pretty much in this weekly all like washied up. So that's going to remain kind of cute. And this is going to be very functional. So is there anything in here that I can't show? So it has the week kind of at a glance. And I went ahead and I outlined that because the lines are very light. And I just put the special things going on each day, like the big out of the ordinary things. I've highlighted my work hours. And then I've got the bottom as my to-do list, because that's really what I was doing in the A6, was like a personal to-do list in the A6, or in the daily pages in the back. So that's kind of how I'm using it. I'm just, and I don't honestly, it's hard because I do sometimes like a schedule if there's things out of the ordinary, especially on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, because those aren't my work days. But there's just like not that much that goes on. I'm going to erase that because that's not right. There's just not all that much. Like, I don't want my work schedule, like specific appointments and stuff in here, because I mean, I have my planner that I use for work. Like, this is not a work planner. This is a personal planner. So it's not right either. So I'm going to go ahead and do, for right now, I'm highlighting the work hours, and then I will do, put any evening appointments in, which I don't have much of, and then I will just be doing a to-do list. And if my to-do list needs to go into during the day, that's okay too, because again, I don't use, I don't write appointments down for work. It's Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays when I have, weekends and different things that I'll put in. So that's how I'm going to use this right now. It's going to be kind of my, like how I was using my daily pages in the 222. So basically, personal appointments listed and just a big to-do list, 2 days per page, things out of the ordinary being listed there. I am keeping track in the monthly section of what videos I post. So as I post videos on YouTube, I'm just writing those down to have a list of those in the monthly. That's all I'm doing there. I have a tab there. This one, I think I'm actually going to go get a smaller tab. I decided to actually go get a tab while I was thinking of it. This is the one that I pulled out of my daily A22, and it's some of the sticky's gone, and it's also kind of, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was using in the daily portion of the 222, which I will not need anymore. But, so I'm just going to I was just going to use it in here because it just seemed wasteful not to, but I do not, it was too big. As I'm using these like thumb tabs, I really liked just the smaller tabs. So that is how I am using this new Take a Note, and what I have done to my A6 to change it. It's now really this 2-book system, but also very easy to take out of here and just grab one of them and, go do whatever I need to with just one of these planners. So it doesn't always have to be both of them together. Like yesterday, I just had this one out and I was just making a to-do list, knowing I just added some things that I know I have to do Friday, some things that I was going to be doing. Well, yesterday was Tuesday, so I was doing today's to-do list and kind of for the rest of the week, some day-specific things. So this has been my wallet, and I'm torn because obviously when you add this bigger stuff in, it gets bigger. Obviously, it gets chunkier. I do like these that I got from Noni's Custom Creations. I think is where I got them, so I like to keep those in there. So this everyday carry is getting bigger and bigger as I add stuff to it, but I have been using it as my wallet, and it's what goes in my purse. I actually carry my ID in the back of my phone. My phone has a pocket slot on the back. So I don't necessarily need my wallet like when I'm just driving, for instance. So I'm just trying to decide if that's too big for a wallet. I had kind of changed what I was doing because I wanted this to be a wallet, and now as I do it, it just seems to get bigger and bigger, and I'm like, that's not, really very compact. That's not exactly what I'm going for with a wallet. So I do have to figure out if I'm going to move all these cards and keep this as my wallet, or if I'm going to end up doing something else with that. But I am very excited to use this Moterm cover that I've been kind of staring at, waiting to be able to get it out and use it. And I am excited for the potential of the dailies in here. I wanted to try it. I still do love my 222 for all of my weekly stuff, so I'm not really looking to necessarily do anything different there, but what I do love about this is it's kind of, I don't want to say it's the best of both worlds because I don't have a whole weekly glance on a page, because it's a week on 2 pages, but it does have this week at a glance here where you could put any like big major things. And if you didn't write so big, like I write pretty big, but because these boxes are pretty small, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 lines in each of these. So really, I had that paper clip in there before I got a tab, so I probably don't need that. This one. But, you know, if you wrote smaller, you could fit 5 separate, you know, appointments in each of those days if you had appointments or day specific things. So I'm just playing around with it a little bit to see what it looks like, to see how it works. I wanted to try the layout. They had it on sale. I saw that they had an A6. An A5 is just a little too big for me, which I think I said yesterday in my review. It's too big for my everyday carry, and it's too small for like my giant like catch-all, which used to be 8.5 by 11, and I have slimmed it down to 7 by 9 to try this year. But so anyway, this is how I am going to be using my Take a Note, at least at this time. And just a little bit of a, you know, I'm still in my 222, still chugging along in that. I do plan with me's on that every week. Soon I will be setting up June because because this is what I have with me all the time, I need it to not just only have a week's worth of stuff in, or a week ahead's stuff in. So I do go in at the beginning of the month. So June is coming up. I will go in and I will set up everything I know already for June. And then each week when I sit down and plan dailies in here, which I won't be doing anymore, so that might change how my plan with me's look. But when I sit down and plan my dailies, then I update the weeks. Anything that has changed during the week, things that I need to add to my calendar because I do have appointments and things for work that get added. So yeah, that's what this is looking like. That's what I'm doing with the Wonderland the Take a Note. Love the paper. I'm like, it feels different than the 222 paper, as I'm over here feeling paper like a weirdo. It feels thicker. It definitely feels thicker than the 222 paper. But it still has that, you know, smooth paper. I was going to show you a little bit of, so this is all Papermate Flare, because I've learned that it doesn't do the ridging. You can kind of see, I mean, it's totally smooth. There's no ridging through of the paper. You can see somewhat of the outline of those letters. The other pen that I've used on here so far, let's do it this, I do it this way right here. I have the Friction pen, so you can hardly see anything. This outline is in Pentel Energel, and I can feel it. The ridging is there along with that appointment, I think. So I don't love the ridging, which is why, even though I love my Pentel Energels, I've kind of gotten away from them on the Tomoe River paper because it's distracting to see it on the other side. So, you know, if you wanted to see what this, I'm not like a professional pen tester here, but it's very little anything coming through with the Friction erasable pen. You can see some of the dark stuff coming through for from the Papermate Flare on the other side. And I did not write very much with the gel pen, but you can kind of see, and that is definitely ridged, you know, lightly, but it's there. So that's kind of what those different pens look like in there. And the highlighter, I mean, well, I guess there's a little bit, well, I wrote extra hard with that one, but it's not, I mean, it definitely, it's good quality paper for sure. But anyway, that's what I have. That's what I have for today. I would love if you would give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Love having you guys on my channel, viewing my stuff, listening to what is oftentimes, you know, my randomness and my storytelling and a little bit chaotic life over here. But I appreciate you being here, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.